What's going on, guys? It's your boy Twilight Aegis, and we are back with our Let's Play of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. We just finished the first two levels, learned a little bit about the situation, about what's going on, and we are supposed to be heading to the Sky Schooner docks for Flynn, but we've actually got other plans. Kamo has just a tiny bit more gold in this episode than he did when we ended the other one, because as I was prepping between episodes, I ran around and, like Link in Ocarina of Time, I beat up some pots and got some gold, and I was like, oh wait, probably shouldn't have done that, but there we go. I did make sure to reset the rest of my characters, so that should be no issue. But Skylanders games, if you don't know, come with, well, the games don't. You buy them separately. But you would have adventure packs that would come with a character, some magic items, which we won't be using in this Let's Play, but we might explain what they are in a little bit. And then adventure pack levels. So we are actually going to be starting off with one of them, because I feel like each level is kind of based off of an element, except this one that we're going to be doing. I feel like it could be fire, I feel like it could be earth, it could be air. It's giving me more air and fire vibes. However, the fire levels in the game are later in the game, and I'd rather be focusing more on story then, because these give a very average amount of XP and gold, and I'd rather kind of keep them with the levels that also give just light or average XP and gold. We're actually going to be starting off with my favorite adventure pack for Spyro's Adventure, and one of my favorite adventure packs in the entire series. So, sorry to Hugo, Flynn, and Callie, we're not going to be going to the Sky Schooner docks quite yet. We'll be heading to the Dragon's Peak.
Greetings, young Portal Master. The dragons, most ancient and wondrous, need your help. Go with the Dragon Knight Flavius to the island of Scalos. Help him free his king from the clutches of the undead dragon Vathek and restore him to the throne. Quickly, sound the horn, and Flavius will carry you into the skies and off to the Dragon's Peak.
I totally didn't think about that. That is new information. That unlocks this for us. So you don't get access to this area until you beat the 3rd level? I've never thought to put Dragon's Peak on the portal this early in the game. It actually unlocks this for us. I didn't even think about that in the other episode, about it being blocked off. That's just neat info. Not like it would help in like a race or a Nuzlocke or anything, but like, that's just interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Well, let's sound the horn. Alright. Some of the islands here in Dragon's Peak were actually in the beginning introductory cutscene when Eon was like, "Welcome to Skylands." He was basically showing off Dragon's Peak. Also, it's got a really good theme.
That's a long flight, but I'd fly across the universe to help my king. My name is Flavius, and I serve the great King Ramses, the greatest leader Dragon's Peak has ever known. He ruled these lands for centuries, and while he did, everything was great. Peace, harmony, you name it, until one horrible day when I convinced King Ramses to go flying with me. All I wanted to do was take him out. You know, let him stretch his wings. But when I did, that's when he came. King Ramses' horrible brother, Vathek. Oh, he is evil. A horrible dragon who always wanted to be king himself. And while Ramses was gone, Vathek sat on the dragon's throne. You see, that's where all the power is. He who sits on the dragon's throne becomes ruler of all Dragon's Peak. It's just the way things work. And with the power of the dragon's throne, Vathek is now our king, and has cursed poor Ramses. and it's all my fault. Oh, brave Skylander, won't you help us? Be careful over here, my friend. I'm sure that evil Vathic's got some sneaky tricks up his sleeve.
All right. Nice. Dragon's Peak's really nice. Wow, this area is literally just called Skylanders. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, I guess that's how he introduces the game. Welcome to Skylands. Well, he meant maybe this exact location within Sky. This is weird. So if you lived here, would your address be Skylands? Because if this is called Skylands, this Skyland in the universe known as Skylands, that's kind of weird. Wow, I still didn't kill him. Those things have more health than I guess it seems. Alright, let's grab the watermelon. Nice. Alright. What? Wait, he's called an Archean Hammer? I didn't even notice that. That's amazing. I usually skip that. So.
Oh, goodness. You've awoken me from an evil spell, great Skylander. Thank you. Flavius brought you here, didn't he? I should have known. He may not be the brightest fire burning, but he's very loyal. My villainous brother Vathic has seized the Dragon Throne and all the power in Dragon's Peak. But perhaps you can stop him? I don't have much to give you in return, great Skylander, but I promise you would have my eternal gratitude. I'm afraid Vathic's curse has made me far too weak to fly, but Flavius can take you where you need to go. Use the dragon horn to call him. But beware, my brother Vathic will have his evil minions and treacherous traps waiting for you. Go forth, brave Skylander. I must rest for now.
Alright. Also, these segments, as a kid, were really cool. Because he doesn't just take you to the next island, you actually fly there. Which is kind of weird because you're going through this whole sequence just to get to the island where that looks right. It looked like it was right in front of him. Okay, we'll blow up the mine. Yeah, it seems like you're traveling like really far, but right before you got to this segment, the Skyland was right there, right in front of him.
Air mine coming up. Yeah, take that.
Oh wow, I missed one.
Woohoo! Here you go, friend. Meet you at the next dragon horn.
Right.
Skylanders of the air are stronger in this zone.
There we go. Yeah, that's the other game. I always go out of my way for the money. It's very helpful when it comes to getting upgrades. Alright, there's the story scroll.
The Dragon King Ramses has his throne atop a giant rock spike known as Dragon's Peak. This place is special to dragons, because whichever one of them controls its very top becomes the new king. Some fear that Vathic, an undead dragon and the king's evil brother, may one day try to steal the throne.
And I wonder if that's ever gonna happen. That story scroll is basically a recap of what Flavius just told us, like 5 minutes ago, but it's fine. Can I take the cheese, please? Thank you. Alright, we're actually going to switch off. Let's introduce a character that we have not played yet. Our air representative for this Let's Play is going to be our boy Lightning Rod, one of my favorite air characters in the entire series. Love Lightning Rod to death.
Good job, Skylander! Now let's get to the next island. This never gets
All right.
old. Uh-oh, air mine coming up. Nice shooting. We
trying to
showed
guess where they're
that
gonna
mine
be.
a thing or two. Yeah. Ha, nice try, Vampiric. Good work, Skylander. Vampiric won't stand a chance against us.
Alright. And there's an air gate. So. Alright, our boy Lightning Rod can throw, kind of like Zeus, you know. Well, I mean, you could definitely tell his design's based off of Zeus from Greek mythology. It's pretty obvious. He can throw lightning bolts, which is awesome, because the electricity can actually interrupt enemies' animations. That can be very helpful, and it has been very helpful in locks, and it will in the future. But his secondary attack is he can summon a giant beam of lightning from the sky. That attack becomes way better, way cooler, and way more powerful as it gets upgrades. We have an air gate right here. Alright, let's see who's gonna give a little cameo here. Why don't we use the air dragon of this game? Because each element does have a Skylander that's a dragon. We'll use Whirlwind, the air dragon. Nice, alright. Let's see here. As a kid, Whirlwind was actually my least favorite Skylander from this game. I never really realized until I grew up and played this game, you know, came back to the series, how powerful Whirlwind actually is. Whirlwind is actually very powerful. Whirlwind's actually a very good character. Wow, you're gonna do that to me? Okay, I didn't pick up the bomb, I guess. There we go. Here's a key. Oh, I could have went. There we go. Pretty simple. Nope, we will not wear the hat. I wish you could just drop down. It's kind of weird how you can't. Okay, I guess. Thanks, game. I guess you can there. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. That's not good. How about we don't sneeze while I'm recording? That'd be great. Alright, back to Lightning Rod. Okay. Oh yes, I almost forget about this all the time. I think this brings us to the legendary treasure.
Way to go! You found the next dragon horn!
Yeah, it's not. That's kind of an optional one.
Isn't flying the only way to...
Why is my my nunchuck was not working? It wasn't working again. That's kind of weird.
Whoa!
There we go. Just a little segment. It's going to bring us over here.
But I know you don't need it. You are one tough Skylander.
chompies. Come on. There we go. Okay, I think these give us 500 in each of the adventure packs. Yes. Yes, it does.
Here I come, Skylanders!
Drifting nunchucks. No, I was holding the stick in a direction and it just wasn't registering. I had to like.
Oh, I can fly like
Yeah,
this
see, it wasn't
today.
registering there for a minute. I was
I often do.
what's the right way to say it? I'll just say I was going southwest, and I gotta go like down and then over sometimes. Can't just immediately go diagonal. I gotta go like down and over. And then it usually will let Flavius go in that direction.
Nice flying with you, Skylander.
Alright, I went ahead and just skipped that. Alrighty. Hello. Hopefully we'll actually see a level up in this level. That'd be nice. Camo's about to level up. There we go. Man, Lightning Rod's so great. I can't stress enough about how cool the character he is. Oh, hold on. No pot can be left alive. There we go. Thank you for the 2 gold. Oh, there's more. There we go.
On my way, buddy. I sure never get sick of this. Woohoo! Whoa! Woohoo!
Nice. There we go.
Yeah!
Where are we going? Here we go. Yeah, as a kid, this was so cool, but now I'm just like, there's so much every time, you know? Whoops.
Be careful over here, my friend. I'm sure that evil Vampir's got some sneaky tricks up his sleeve.
Skylanders of the
Alright, Earth Element time. We'll stick with Lightning Rod just for a little bit longer. Now, this playthrough is, again, casual. It's not like a Nuzlocke or anything. I call them Skylocks. So if a character does die, we just can't use them until the next level. We're not going to do any Skylock shenanigans. It's not, okay, once they're dead, they're dead. These story-based Let's Plays where we're just showing off the story and everything are meant to introduce the games. We'll save those rules for when we actually do the challenges themselves. Which I'm very excited for. I think which lock I want to do next. It'll be a while before we start it, obviously, because we got to go through these. But I'm really excited to do it. I'll announce it when we get closer to the time. Okay, I'm missing all 3 of you, I guess. So, we'll just do that. And no. What about my... Oh my gosh, we are up. I was about to say, we are nuts. Why can't I go there? Okay. What does this bring us?
On my way! This never gets old! Whoa! Woohoo!
Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna skip that little sequence. There is a soul gem.
fire element are stronger in this level.
One more. Or not. More than one more. There we go. not quite a level up, almost. Alright, so in adventure packs, the soul gems will be of the characters that come with that adventure pack. So in this case, it is Sunburn. You can only get Sunburn in the Dragon's Peak adventure pack. Obviously, back in the day. Now you can find Sunburn by himself, obviously, in like resale stores. But back in the day, when you would buy them packaged, buy them new, it was only in the adventure pack. That was the only way you could get Sunburn. The other 3 adventure pack characters include Terrafin, who comes with the Pirate Seas adventure pack, Slam Bam, who comes with the Empire of Ice adventure pack, and Ghost Roaster, who comes with the Darklight Crypt adventure pack. Giants does not have any adventure packs, although you can use the Spyro's adventure packs in Giants to play those 4 levels with Giants cast. Swap Force has 2, including the Tower of Time and the Shipwreck Islands. And then Trap Team has 4, including the Mirror of Mystery, the Nightmare Express, Sunscraper Spire, and the Midnight Museum. Superchargers does not have any. And then there are also... How many are in Imaginators? Is it 5? Because I've only played through the Imaginators one time each. I know you've got the Lost Imaginite Mines. I know you've got the Tiki Speaky Islands, right? No. The Tiki Speaky... It's the Cursed Tiki Islands, or it's the one that comes with Wildstorm. I know you've got the Griffin Park Observatory. Yeah, there are 5, because you got the Thump and Wumpa Islands, and then you've got... Oh... The, what's the name of it? Enchanted Elven Forest, I believe. Maybe it was the Cursed Tiki Temple? I don't remember the name of the one that comes with Wildstorm, but I do own every adventure pack, so in these Let's Plays you will get to see every level. Okay. We'll go ahead and give this to our boy Lightning Rod, and then we'll switch off. Let's see. Let's go back to Spyro.
Then one and all.
Spyro's kind of rough, without any upgrades. And honestly, I think when he's on his dash path here, I still don't think he's that powerful. Although Series 3 Spyro kind of benefits from it with Mega Ram Spyro, but Spyro can be rough for a little bit, so I want to give him some love, I want to give him some attention, so we can get some upgrades with him. I mean, it's nice that the fireballs do 15 damage, you know, but they can't be, like, shot at in, like, rapid succession. He can just struggle more than some other Skylanders when it comes to being at no upgrades. Like, Drobot at no upgrades, Trigger Happy at, like, no upgrades. You know, they're definitely a little bit more well off and can fight for themselves, excuse me, a little bit better.
Good job, Skylander! Now let's get to the next island. Oh, I can fly like this for days. In fact, I often do. Whoa!
While Flavius is talking about flying, yo, Twitch chat, do you prefer road trips, or do you prefer airplanes?
Take that, you dumb mine.
What do you guys prefer? Personally, I think flying's really cool, but I'm definitely a road trip guy. I love road trips. I think they're very fun. So that's kind of like my stance. Although, if I'm going somewhere that's like gonna be a day drive, you know, that's fine. However, even though I've never really been out to the west of the country very much, like the farthest west I've been is like Nebraska or like Kansas City. So that's not west at all. Going out west, I wouldn't mind flying just because it is faster. However, at least the first time, I would like to drive just for the scenery and everything. But going really far away, I wouldn't mind flying. But for the the first time I go to certain states and everything, I definitely want to try and get all the scenery because I love doing that. Even if it's places I've been before, I love to just look out the window and kind of see. You get bad motion sickness sometimes through road trips, but you prefer them. I got you. I usually will get I won't get bad motion sickness, but it's weird if I'm in the passenger seat playing a video game or reading a book. I'll get a little motion sick, but if I'm in the back seat, I'm perfectly fine. It's just when I'm in the passenger seat, focusing on something else. I don't know why. It's either when I'm playing a game or reading. Because I remember on a road trip once I was reading and I just felt a little motion sick. And I remember once, I don't remember where I was going. It was when I was a kid. Somewhere with my mom. I was playing Pokemon Omega Ruby in the passenger seat. And I just remember feeling really sick all of a sudden. It was really weird. It was very weird. Is it the same? Yeah, it's weird, right? I think it's just like focusing on either a screen or something stationary while things are moving around you.
Oh, that old fool Ramses sent you, did he? You've come to take the dragon throne from me, have you? Well, it's mine. Do you hear me? Stay away.
It just sucks so much for games. Yeah.
Minions are loyal to the throne. They will punish you for your treachery.
Yeah, right. That's why if I'm gonna play games, I just stick to the backseat. Alright, magic. Well, that helps. So you can see a little +3 with a magic symbol right next to the damage we're doing. Your characters actually do a little bit more damage if the elemental zone matches their element. That is one of the perks. Oh, it's my laptop telling me to charge it. Because I'm currently charging my phone. Okay, I'll do that. Alright, come on. Uh-oh. Excuse me in advance. Oh, I dropped my Wii remote. Excuse me. So those who watch me on Twitch know I've had very, very minor allergies. For literally, this is week 7. Where I've just, every now and then my nose will just be really stuffed. It's mainly been that. It's mainly just been I've just had to blow my nose. Because I had my allergies really kicked in.
Those minions
6-7 weeks ago.
Weaklings.
And
but you can't keep defeating
I'll just let
them
Vathek
forever.
talk.
A few more should do the job.
Oh, he said it still affects you in the back seat? That's unfortunate. I can play games in the back seat just fine. It's just when I'm in the passenger seat, I can't look at a screen or read. It's rough for me. Watching YouTube isn't as bad, but still, it can be a little rough. But anyways, I don't know why. I barely get sick, but it's just, I really, it was for 3 days or so, my allergies were horrible. But ever since then, it's usually once or twice a day, my nose gets really stuffed out of nowhere. It's really annoying because I don't like that. You just tend to listen to music. Yeah, I like to just put in some music and just look out the window. We got the Royal Crown. Anything over here? I don't think so, but we're just gonna check. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Alright, Vathek. Ooh. So fun fact, Vathek, the design at least, I don't know about the name Vathek, but the design was the original design for the undead dragon Skylander until they decided to use Cinder. If you didn't know that.
Curses! I'll summon all the minions. You can't possibly beat all of them.
All right. Oh, whoa, let's be careful. The only chain attacks that are cruel exist in Xenoblade. You don't want to get chain attacked in this game? Heck no. So you saw that little armor symbol pop up. Each Skylander has their own, they have their own stats. they'll have an armor stat. The higher it is, the more likely, basically, they can just like randomly tank a hit like that. So that was that kind of coming into effect. I really like upgrades that actually like will give your character armor, because not only does it increase the odds of that, but your character actually gets armor on them, and it's really cool. It's really cool when an upgrade like changes their physical appearance a little bit. I know Bash gets some pretty cool armor. Igniter gets awesome armor. Who else gets armor? I think Warnado might get a little bit.
These minions are worthless. I'll do it myself.
I know Dino-Ring does.
Ha! I've taken the throne, Vampiric, and as you know by dragon law, that means you no longer rule Dragon's Peak. You are completely powerless.
Oh no! I can't believe I fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Now you'll pay for betraying Ramses.
No, there's experience there that I can't get.
Ah, so good to be home again. Well done, Flavius. Now, sadly, what to do with my own brother? I suppose I will have to banish him.
I don't know. He makes a pretty good statue.
Perhaps you're right. But I am curious. You could have kept the throne for yourself, and yet you did not. Why?
Because, great Ramses, there is only one true king of Dragon's Peak, and it is you. The throne will be yours until the day you decide you are done with it.
And when I do, loyal Flavius, I know exactly who will take my place. And of course, I
It's
must
me.
thank our Skylander friend most of all. Without your bravery and heroism, none of this would have been possible. Flavius will fly you back to the ruins. Farewell, friend.
Alright. Well, there's that adventure pack knocked out. Now we can do what Flynn needs us to do. Let me move my portal a little bit. I gotta plug in the laptop so it doesn't die on me. That'd be nice. Alright.
You ready to take off into the wild blue with Skyland's greatest pilot?
Alright, let's go to the Sky Schooner docks.
Aces! Let's go. Oh yeah, that's two for me! But who's counting? Oh yeah, I am.
Alright.
All we need to do is find their elite airship, take it down, and steal their...
Alright, I remember this
beautiful
chapter has some pretty good
See?
music, actually.
Simple. This is gonna be a piece of cake, especially for heroes.
Here it is,
like
here it is.
us.
Heroes who like cake. It's my favorite line in this game. This is gonna be a piece of cake, especially for us. Heroes. Heroes who like cake. I freaking love that line. Alright. It's gonna tell us to pop up the menu here, and it'll be like, oh, you can see your Skylander stats and stuff. See? There we go. Okay, I say let's go ahead and switch off. Spyro's got a little bit of good playtime, so has Camo. Lightning Rod's got some good stuff. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go... I know Camo's about to level up, which would be nice. Actually, so we're going to do Camo just for a little bit longer. We'll let him level up. Maybe get a little bit more money for an upgrade. And then we'll see. Then we'll introduce maybe somebody new, or maybe we'll let Whamshell actually get to play a little bit. Because he was put on the portal, but he didn't get to really
Skylanders of
fight
the
too
Tech
much.
Element
Tech
are
Zone?
stronger in this zone.
Alright. Get out of here. If an enemy falls off a level, it's really nice that the developers still let you get the experience, and usually the gold that they would drop, it's very nice. That's just a very nice feature. Because sometimes you think like, oh crap, I'm not gonna get that, but nope, you do. Also, really nice looking gate right here. Just looks cool. The only thing about this level that's kind of just like, oh boy, is turrets like are not the most fun mechanic in Skylanders games. And when you have the Wii version, you actually have to point the Wii remote. And no, not with the Wii versions. I mean, unless you're using a Wii remote. But if you were playing with a Wii remote, you have to use motion controls, which is fine. I mean, as a kid, I don't mind it, and I still don't mind it. It's just when they have you taking down in like other levels, when they have you taking down a crap ton. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, the arc for these are so is rough. When they have you taking down so many like airships, and the airships like don't spawn quickly at all, it's just it's rough. Also, the arc that the watermelons have is just terrible for collecting those gems. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. See, like we haven't even this is our 10th one. Oh my gosh, please, thank you. I usually I usually use tech. I think tech has the best fire rate, you know, like damage kind of output is pretty nice. Life has a good damage output. I know Earth does as well. Air is just horrible. Never use an air Skylander in a turret unless you have to. I didn't even hit. Oh my gosh, I didn't even collect them. There we go. Alright, say goodbye to that door.
You have defeated
Oh, I actually got money. Okay, thanks for the 2 gold. In the cheese. Alright, we got a Dro Witch. Also, guys, it's spooky season. Happy October, by the way. This is the first stream in October. I really like October. I'm not a huge Halloween guy. Never really have been. Even when I was a kid, I got bored of like dressing up and trick-or-treating at like an earlier age than everyone else. It seems. But I love the month October. And like I like all the ads for like Halloween and stuff. I've never been big on like partaking in Halloween. I'm the type of guy who would much rather hand out candy than like go trick-or-treating. Although eventually, when didn't I stream yesterday? Oh my gosh, I did. Yeah. You're right. I did stream yesterday. Whoops. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not it. Okay, so we're gonna have a cameo here, not the actual undead character we're using. We talked about Cinder in the last level in Dragon's Peak, so let's actually use Cinder. Alright. Yeah, I literally streamed last night. Happy October anyways. But I like October, November, oh, actually technically September through December is my favorite time of the year. I love fall. I love the autumn season. Just it's great. I know I need a key. There's that treasure chest. We'll wait on that treasure chest. But yeah, I like it when it gets cooler. I love sweatshirts. I love sweatshirt weather. It's just the best. Also, I just like cooler weather in general. Thank you for that game. Oh yeah, September through December is just great. But October, you know, is really when it starts to feel like fall. September is kind of like a light introduction to it, but October is, you know, when it really does start to become fall. And again, I like all the Halloween ads, and I like, you know, the decorations are always cool to see. It's like, you know, I'll definitely do like decorating and stuff. It's just I've never been a big trick-or-treater, or, you know, I don't really like dress up too much either. That's just never been like my thing. But it's a fun season. I know people that love Halloween. I know a lot of people that love Halloween. But okay, so we switched to Chop Chop, because Chop Chop is not only one of my favorite Skylanders of all time, but he is the undead character we will be using in the story. But I believe he's like top 5 for me. I love Chop Chop. So Cinder got a little introduction there. We'll finish with Chop Chop. Alright. So you love the cold, but hate losing the sun. I actually I like sunny weather a lot, but I also like cloudy weather. And I like rainy weather. So, I'm all good. I'm all good. We got a propeller cap there. And that'll bring us out. Why don't we just go ahead and continue with Chop Chop?
Skylanders of the tech element are
We'll just go ahead and continue. Camel got that level up. He got a little bit of money, I guess. Chop Chop can swing his sword. Shocker. But he can also lift up his shield and block some damage. Chop Chop is a example, and you'll see later, where I believe both of his upgrade paths are good. I like them both. I prefer the sword path, but shield path also has some really good upgrades. Alright, second turret of the level. Just this level's filled with turrets. Only 6. The sun sets at like 6 p.m. for you. Oh, that can be a bummer sometimes. Like right now, I mean, there's a lot that I do outside after work. So it is a bummer sometimes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's becoming dark. You know what I mean? See, the undead also has some pretty good shots. Like, I think with life, I think it's really cool how it's just like watermelons. But the arc is it's very annoying. Although air's worse. I don't like the air bullets at all. Because it'll shoot 3 little, like, weak air bullets. So, like, sometimes they won't all hit. They're very weak. It's not where it's at, Chief. Here we go. Okay, we see the story scroll. We're going to be meeting Persephone very soon. It's not up here, though. It's not right here.
Skylanders of the air.
Air element. Ah, spellpunks. Yes, the introduction to spellpunks. I think spellpunks are really cool. I like them as enemies quite a bit. So air spellpunks basically make enemies, again, immune to projectiles. In other games, they actually do something different. But Chop Chop does not have projectiles. He's a melee character, so technically it doesn't do a thing. In other games, though, the air spellpunk will basically make their animations faster. So not only do they run faster, but enemies will attack faster. I think that's definitely way more of a threat than, hey, it blocks projectiles.
As long as anyone can remember, Skylanders have been friends with fairies. Perhaps this is because fairies can turn treasure into a kind of upgrade magic that gives Skylanders exciting new powers and abilities, plus delightfully fresh breath.
Which is great. We love that. That alludes to, well, a character we're going to meet very soon. As in this level. Let's get another treasure chest. Beautiful. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, yep, there's an Earth Gate up here. Also, Sonic Boom's Soul Gem is back here, which we'll get. Nice. Okay, always want to collect all the gold that I can. Beautiful. Yo, of course. Why? Of course he's at 420 gold. Alright, Sonic Boom. So again, I mentioned I did not have any air or undead characters when I first got the game. Sonic Boom, I got about 2 or 3 weeks after I got Spyro's Adventure, so Sonic Boom was my first air Skylander. And it's actually a pretty good Skylander. Pretty powerful. Alright. Then we got an Earth Gate. Which cameo are we going to see now? How about the Earth Dragon himself? You can actually see that armor that Bash gets. So, alongside Sonic Boom, Bash, I also ended up purchasing. So, again, like 2 or 3 weeks after the game came out, I went to Walmart, and I was really hoping to find an Air or Undead Skylander, which I don't think any Undead characters were out that early. Just like with Amiibo, if you collect Amiibo for like Nintendo games, all 32 Skylanders were not available at launch. They came out in waves, and I don't think any Undead characters were in Wave 1. But I went to the store, and I saw 2 characters I didn't have, Sonic Boom, so I was really excited to get an Air Skylander, and then I saw Bash. So we got our boy Bash. I still remember that moment very, very distinctly. Like, it's still very fresh in my mind. It's very weird. It was at night, too. It was at like 7 or 8 at night. Pretty sure... I don't think I was actually in pajamas, but part of me thinks I was. We need to go this way. Or do I just need to walk down? Do I walk down? Oh, I need to get down there. Okay, well, it's probably up here then. There, now it works. Treasure chest. Bash is also insanely powerful, but that'll be a nice little cameo. Thank you, Bash. Time to reveal the Earth Skylander we're actually going to be using. Again, a character I love very much, but I don't use as often as I wish I did. Terrapin, who comes with the Pirate Seas Adventure Pack. Remember seeing that Toys R Us? Dude, the Toys R Us days of Skylander hunting as a kid. Oh, so many good memories, honestly. Whenever, like, I would go to Springfield with my mom, and she would always be like, alright, we can go to Toys R Us, and you can get a Skylander if they have one you don't have. It was the most exciting thing in the world. It really, really was. I'm bummed that Toys R Us, a lot of them closed. I wouldn't need anything out of Toys R Us nowadays. I mean, I purchase my video games from, like, Walmart or GameStop. Mainly GameStop, though. But, like, just the memories of Toys R Us, oh gosh, so many memories there, you know? And, like, so many of them closed down, including the one I went to as a kid. So whenever I would go to Toys R Us, just every time I pass the building that used to be the Toys R Us, I'm just like, man, it's not there, you know? Are there, you said, are there still? I believe there's still some, but a large quantity closed down. All of the ones near me closed down. They're like 2 or 3 within an hour or more. I don't know. Maybe they're like 2 or 3, maybe within 2 hours of where I live. And I know that they all closed down. All of them closed down. It was a bummer. It was such a fun place to go when I was a kid. And then I'd always go like a week after Christmas, and I'd get to spend some of my Christmas money there too.
Skylanders are back. We fairies always dance with Skylanders. I am Persephone.
There's Persephone.
Oh dear, at it again, silly Dro. I'd best go back to the core of light. I will meet you there later for dancing. Happy luck, great Skylander.
And goodbye. Also, that masked head looks similar to Cinder. Well, thank you for the welcome on your ship, gamers, pirates, Dro, you're dead. Get out of here. Bye. Alright. Honestly, I don't use the shield enough to chop. I really should. Alright, big boy, the Goliath Drone. One of the stronger enemies in this game. Still not that bad, though. Although, they get a little bit stronger later. This one's not that bad at all. Well, honestly, they're not that bad at all. Nice. Come here, we are almost done with the level. This is not a very long one. This is a very quick level when you're not doing any cutscenes or anything. There we go, we blocked that disc. Get rid of you. Goodbye. Alright, we are not going to progress that way. I have missed this legendary treasure multiple times by not coming back down here, just by forgetting to. But once you beat that Goliath Drone and the 2 Blade Witches, that will lower, and you can get over here. Okay, I tried to do the combo, for some reason it didn't come out. There we go. Alright, grab a cupcake, get some more money. Chop Chop's not doing too bad. See, 3rd level, 150 gold. The only exception are the adventure packs. All of those legendary treasures will give 500. Excuse me. Okay. That was weird. Alright, and one last turret. Good, all areas found. That's what we like to see. That I break every barrel, every box, because it's money. It's a good habit to get into. Especially when you're doing like a Nuzlocke or something. Because every bit of gold counts when you need those upgrades. Especially when you have no winged sapphires, which we'll see more of those, actually, I think after this level. Persephone will explain what those are. They are very handy, very, very handy items, and you definitely want to get all of them. Especially in future games where they're actually a collectible within levels. Because winged sapphires in this game, as we will see very soon, can be found in the ruins. And there's 10 of them total. Some other ones will unlock with further story progress. But in future games, they're actually... You can find 1 winged sapphire per chapter. Which is really nice. I think that's a great change, just because it adds more to find in chapters, but also that means there's more winged sapphires, not just 10. Alright, there's that big gold propeller that looks like the, oh, I don't watch Harry Potter, but very much. I've watched all the movies, but I don't watch. The Snitch, the golden Snitch. That's what it looks like. And I dropped my Wii remote. Yeah, it looks like the golden Snitch. Let's try to get this money without, because if I get too close to it, give me that. Thank you. Look at that. I got like another 20 gold. A little bit more, actually.
Oh, that's impressive. Almost as impressive as me. Boom! Well, now we should be able to fly even higher. Come on, let's get back so I can get to work. We'll slap this baby on, fly on up to the impenetrable stronghold, pick up the eternal air thingy, and then be back in time for my date with Callie. If she doesn't faint from anticipation first.
Nice. It's weird. I think I defeated every enemy, but I didn't get the enemy goal. It's kind of weird sometimes how that happens.
Happy to dance in this old place. Here is bright and smooth, with many secret parties. We'll play here for a while time. Before you leave, I will help you. I will.
Yeah, I already unlocked that gate. So... normally that's when that gate will lower.
I can see you hit it off with Persephone. Strange girl, that one. Seems to be immune to my charms. Poor thing. Well, it's gonna take me some time to install this propeller, so why don't you cool your jets? Take a load off.
Alright, we can now finally upgrade. Persephone is who we need. Obviously that story scroll kind of talks about fairies are who give you upgrades. But yeah, normally that's when this gate lowers. But we learned that apparently by going to Dragon's Peak first,
Talk to Persephone.
it will lower it early. It's kind of cool. Can't believe I've never thought to try that before. Alright, Persephone.
Hello extremely once more. For extra enjoyment, I will help you with your play quest.
Okay, from here on out, I'm basically going to be trying to skip her dialogue. Ooh, we can get the Vampiric Aura. So sword will do extra damage, and we will regain health with each enemy defeated, which would be nice. It's just a little sliver of health, but after defeating a whole horde of chompies, that can be a notable amount of HP. And a more powerful sword. So
Even when you leave Skylands and turn back into a statue, the magic will be with you so you can play happy wherever you go. Forever you will dance with the new happy powers.
I do think sometimes her word choice is just a little interesting. Alright, Camo. Ooh, I don't think we can get you in. Also, we didn't get a Wing Sapphire here. I thought we did after that level. It's been a little bit since I played Spyro's Adventure. So, guess not, but yeah, so we need at least 500 then. So Camo can't get anything, but I believe Spyro and Lightning Rod can. I don't think Boomer can, actually. I know Whamshell can. Okay, so we can travel further, the range, or press C to fly. I'm fine with getting that. Normally there's some, like, you know, cool little animations there when a character gets an upgrade, but eventually, you know, you see that quite often, so I'll be skipping through that. I'll skip through a lot of her dialogue, because it's just very repetitive. Okay. Lightning Bolt does increase damage, a Grand Lightning attack lasts longer, does increase damage. This could be very helpful since it's a little bit slow right now, but his Lightning Bolt attacks just get really, really good. There's another upgrade we get earlier on that buffed them in another way where they will stick to enemies, so you'll throw the bolt, they'll stick in an enemy and do just a tiny amount of damage over time while they're stuck to an enemy, and it's a good upgrade. It's a really good upgrade. Okay. Let's just double check Boomer. I do not think he has 500 gold though. Seraphim and Whamshell definitely don't. So there's only one character we haven't revealed then already. Ah, 441, that's close. That is close. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and head off to the Stormy Stronghold. Why don't we go ahead and use Boomer? Let's go ahead and use our boy Boomer.
Finally, an awesome balloon for an even more awesomer pilot. Boom! Oh, it's got a fuel-injected crocagator, a vacuum sealotron, and a jet steam thrust capacitor. Oh, yeah. I am so good, I did it all myself. Even had a few parts left over. Are you ready to go, Chief? Okay, let's see what this baby can do.
Yeah, Boomer has barely actually been played on the channel. Because I believe he died early on in the core lock that we did. Yeah. So, either died early on or I don't know.
Now that's a twister, and it's ripped that castle to pieces. It's almost as impressive as me. Almost. Looks like the little drone dudes found the eternal air, what's the dingus, and now they're trying to harness its power. I guess. Well now, looky there. It's some kind of bridge. Of course, right now it's just a big bunch of giant swirling chunky things stuck in the vortex of a killer tornado. But hey, all you gotta do is figure out how to rebuild it. Cake!
Simple, really. Alright, Boomer. Also, I'm not gonna make an okay Boomer joke because I don't want to. But gosh, those jokes are not original. Like, Boomer. Okay, Boomer. No. No.
A note from Hugo says, while everybody fears large, destructive tornadoes, smaller, friendlier ones are quite popular in Skylands. Mabu come from all over to throw unwanted items into the small tornadoes. Things like garbage, tax forms, and when possible, sheep.
Fair enough. Alright, we can see the legendary treasure down there in the bottom left. It's 200 gold. We don't get that though till just a little bit later in the level. The air levels are not very long. There's only 2 air levels. They're not very long at all. Just a little intro to the game. And this level actually has an enemy that's unique to it. You do not see the enemy anywhere else in the story of the game. It's kind of interesting. I'll point it out when we get there. It's got a pretty cool design, though. Alright, we got a life gate.
You need a life.
We'll go in there in a second.
To unlock this gate.
Let's push you back. Bye. See you later. Okay. Head over here. We'll have our next little cameo. From a character who also has been barely played on the channel, which is kind of crazy because, and I'm talking Twitch channel by the way, not YouTube, because I'm just starting to do stuff on YouTube. But yeah, because I've been trying to avoid bias on some characters that I use for Skylanders things that I do. I don't just want to use my favorites. Stealth Elf is also one of my favorite characters in the series. I just really enjoy playing Stealth Elf, just like Drobot. She's kind of broken. Just her speed and damage output's insane. But I barely used her in anything that we did on stream. And when I realized just like how much I did not play her, I'm like, okay, I need to throw myself a bone a little bit, because most of my favorite characters, I didn't want to use them a lot, and I ended up barely using them at all. Alright, we got a treasure chest. That's going to go to our boy Camo. When it comes to the elemental zone, again, I am going to stick with that element when it comes to, again, treasure chests for them. I'm going to do that. Unless if a character is fully upgraded. If a character, which I doubt is going to happen, but if a character is like fully upgraded, and we encounter a treasure chest within an element for them, we will pass that money on to someone else, just because it would be a waste. But you do not have to play as a life character in the zone. You just need a life character to unlock the gate. But then you can play whoever you want. I could be playing Boomerang. Just need that element to open the gates. Alright. Nice. Alrighty, we'll get the hat and then we'll get out of here. Okay, I guess you're gonna make me go to the side a little bit. That was kind of weird. Alright, thank you, Stealth Elf, for your help. We'll go back to Boomer, though.
Skylanders, the magic.
Okay, just a tiny bit of money. Just chilling right there. It's kind of weird how there's just 20 gold there, but hey, we'll take it. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh, let's not get hit. Even though that's like, what, 10 damage? In this game, spikes aren't really that much of a threat. But still. Unnecessary damage, although they have the watermelon chilling right there. Not like it would really matter. Alright, to fix this castle, all we gotta do is shake a wheel remote. Like, what, 3-4 times? There we go. It's part of it fixed. Okay, go back here, grab peanut butter and jelly. Even though I didn't need it, but everyone needs a peanut butter and jelly sometimes. Ooh, look at that dodge, though. Hold on, there's barrels. I need the cash. Thank you. There we go, back off. You say crunchy peanut butter. I like smooth peanut butter. I'm not a crunchy peanut butter guy. Although I heard people say smooth or chunky peanut butter. No, I need smooth peanut butter. Go back. Bye. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Okay, he technically landed over here, but I guess he can't stand there. Bye. It's really neat how just like falling off a level is just an insta-kill, because there's a specific character in Swap Force who's really, well, actually two characters in Swap Force that I can think of off the top of my head that are really good at throwing enemies off of levels. And yeah, just the insta-kills. It's just kind of funny. It feels like cheating. Alright, we need an air character. Well, we got her soul gem in the last chapter. Let's go ahead and bring her out. Alright. Well, we're starting off with this, so lightning rod. I also really like his battle cries. So, Skylanders in Spyro's Adventure have more than one, but they have still have their like own catchphrase. They just have like different voice clips and stuff for this game. And then in Giants, all the characters who do not get an English voice and get one, some characters get a different English voice, or you know, whatever language it's in. But like they all actually like speak starting in Giants, because like Sonic Boom is an example. Sonic Boom kind of makes some noises, you know, when you put her on the portal. But starting in Giants for the rest of the game, she gets, you know, an actual voice actor and everything. He gets an English voice. Every character does. Sunburn got a glow up, man. Sunburn's voice is crazy. I don't know who voices Sunburn, but Sunburn gets a really, really good voice. Alright, there we go. Blow that up. Just cash. That could have gone towards someone else, but it's fine. It's for the cameo. We gotta let everyone have just a little bit of time to shine. But that also goes for, like, you know, how she's kind of like screaming here. She will also get various, you know, just new voice clips and everything while you're actually playing as her as well. It's pretty cool. Alright, so that does 20 damage. That's nice to know, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna have to just keep going. Gilgrunt's old voice is better. I do like his old voice better as well. But I don't mind his, you know, I don't mind the new voice. So that's an example of someone who had an English voice, but so, or just, I need to stop saying English. I mean, it's English because I'm playing it in English, but not everyone plays the game in English. But, he got a different voice actor. Why did I not grab the bomb? But yeah, Gilgrunt got a different voice actor between games. I like his original just a little bit better, but both voice actors fit the character pretty well. Alright, here's the hat. Fancy hat. How fancy. Thank you, Sonic Boom. Back to Boomer just for a little bit more. Then we'll switch off.
Magic elements are stronger in this zone.
Alright. Oh, well, hold on. There's that level up we wanted. Good. Level 2 is not bad for Chapter 4. We got level 2 for a couple characters so far. I think Chop Chop's also almost level 3. I don't think he hit it, but I think he's close. Oh yeah, there's Chompies in my least. So the peanut butter and jelly, delicious. Also, it's October. I don't know if you guys have any like traditions. Excuse me. But something I do every October is I go and I rewatch every Markiplier FNAF Let's Play. I go rewatch all of his FNAF videos in October. And starting last year, I actually also added his Resident Evil videos to the list. So I watch his Resident Evil playthroughs as well. That's just something I love Markiplier's FNAF videos so much. I remember when those first came out, you know, I was watching them. It's nice to just revisit that. I do that every year in October. I go and just rewatch all of those videos throughout the month. It's just it's a nice thing to do. It's such good videos, man. Ah, memories. Okay, let's grab this treasure chest real quick. Alright, now Boomer's got some good money. He's about to get some more. There we go. You just watch that one Halloween movie from Cartoon Network every year? What movie? I didn't watch a lot of Cartoon Network as a kid. I watched a little bit of Gumball in a regular show. I think it was main. Oh, I watched a little bit of Johnny Test too, actually. Also, did not look like they should have fallen through, but okay. You never have like a yearly thing you do? I don't really have many. That's more of a recent thing. I started it like 2 years ago, I think. Like, I just happened to be watching FNAF videos in October, and I watched through all of his, you know, FNAF videos, and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just do this every year? Because I usually rewatch those videos. When I say quite a bit, you know, it's not like every month, but, you know, around once a year, I was kind of just watching them. I noticed the patterns. I'm like, let's just make it an October thing. So that's what I do. I'm not going to start them yet, but soon I'm going to start doing that. I always look forward to doing that. When I had that desk job on campus last school year, in October, I would just watch a lot of Markiplier. This is the enemy! This is the enemy that is unique to this level. They're actually kind of neat. I wish they weren't just exclusive to the Stormy Stronghold. Alrighty, Boomer. Thank you for your help. We're going to go ahead and hop over to Lightning Rod. Let's use an air Skylander to retrieve the Eternal Air Source. I think it kind of fits well. You didn't even know Johnny Test was on Cartoon Network? Yep. Yep. And I watched. I would watch Lego Ninjago, not like out of choice. Like I liked it, but like it just if it would turn on, I just I'd keep it on Cartoon Network. But I liked Johnny Test, but I really liked Gumball and our regular show. So I would watch those two. Usually, if I like go to my grandparents' house, sometimes after school, I would watch Cartoon Network. Not so much if I was just at like my house. You found it. You said Scary Godmother Halloween Spooktacular. What? I have never heard of that. Okay, that's a bad move to use right there. Because it just keeps me stationary when I've got an enemy literally charging at me using those projectiles that are also being thrown at me. Get out of here. There we go. Do you guys have any memories of what you would dress up as a kid? I was actually pretty generic. One year I was a skeleton. I know, crazy. One year I was a ghost. Just very generic things. I remember when I was like 5, I was a Power Ranger. But, yeah, I remember one year I was a skeleton. I remember the costume, too. It was glow in the dark, which was badass. As a kid. But then I also had I think it was just a sheet. I think I just put a sheet on my head and was like, I'm a ghost now. Alright, Warnado. Alright. Warnado was one of the characters alongside Camo, Igniter, and Whamshell. That took a little bit longer for me to get when it comes to Spyro's Adventure. Fun fact, for those who don't know, I've never seen Whamshell in a store. I bought him online. Again, December of 2021 is when I got Whamshell. I bought him online. Between the release of Spyro's Adventure in 2011 Right? Yeah, I believe it was 2011. Between the release of Spyro's Adventure and last December, I had never seen Whamshell in a resale store or a retail store. Ever. And I'm talking Spyro's Adventure Whamshell. I've had Lightcore Whamshell from Swap Force for quite some time. I'm talking Spyro's Adventure Whamshell. Funnily enough, I don't know, 4 months ago, I saw it for the first time in a resale store. Well, I had a friend who had Whamshell. I was like, how did you find him? He goes, oh, he was at Walmart. I went to Walmart, he wasn't there. Every time I went to Toys R Us, he wasn't there. I could never find Whamshell. So I didn't get to actually... My first time ever playing Whamshell was when I got Lightcore Whamshell in Swap Force. I think it was at Toys R Us. I saw Lightcore Whamshell. I was like, I need that one now. Well, I chose that one over Swappers, over Cores, because I was like, I don't have Whamshell. And I mean, Whamshell's notable for being like probably the rarest, character in this game. But I think it's just nuts that I knew people who had him, and I could never find him ever. Pretty weird. But then as an adult, I'm like, wait, I can just order him, and I got him for like $8. Okay, well that's it. Level 3, that's nice. Let's claim this air source. Mankey, you say you hated dressing up, but you remember being SpongeBob once. I didn't hate dressing up. It's just at a younger age. I remember I was out trick-or-treating, and I looked at my dad, and I was like, I think this is going to be my last year trick-or-treating. He was like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's just not as fun. It was just not as fun. But also, I never went with friends. When I was that young, I didn't have many friends, so I was always just with family.
Your retrieval of the eternal air source has summoned me back to these ruins. There is
cool kid, those are actually some pretty cool
magic in
options.
this place, and by its power, the eternal
Among
sources
Us.
know how to combine
I forgot about the Among Us
machinery
statue.
of this island to recreate the core of light. Behold.
Behold, Among Us.
Ooh, what?
Oh, look, Lord Chaos. They found the eternal air source.
I can see they found the eternal air source. You fool! But look who's with them. Eon! But how can this be? I blew him up! Kaboom! Splat! Done! But look at him!
Well, at least he doesn't have his body.
Right! Obviously somebody's helping him. But who? And what are they up to?
Well, I'm no expert, as you know, but there must be another portal master somewhere. They're probably rebuilding the core of light.
What? We can't let that happen. Find the other eternal sources. I don't care where they are. Just get them!
The eternal air source has been integrated into the core. Excellent work. Oh, this is coming along very nicely indeed. But I'll need some time to figure out our next step. Why don't you go investigate the docks? There seemed to be a real ruckus coming from over there.
All right. So, as I mentioned, that kind of finishes out the air levels. Next up, we'll be heading to another adventure pack. Alongside the water-themed levels, which are some really good ones. Some really good ones. Really good music. A really good guide to them. Mankey is going to be very excited to see that character. But, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over to Persephone, also.
You have a cloudy butt!
As a kid, I thought that was hilarious, because every kid would find that hilarious. You say Halloween not being a federal holiday sucks. It's on a Monday this year. That's not good timing at all, especially for... Oh, here's the Winged Sapphire. Give me that, please. Please.
I smell you have a winged sapphire. It is a happy gem. Can dance with more powers for smaller number of gold. Lucky party. More winged sapphires in this happy place. 10 of their secret campings for you to find. Winged sapphires like to say hello when they meet the fairies. The more that say this, the smaller gold number I need from Skylander for happy dancing.
Basically, they're a discount. I think it's a 2% discount in all games. But yeah, that's nice. Okay, there's usually one here. We can't get it yet. So I don't think we have access to any of the other ones. But there are 10 total on the island. in the ruins. Yep, see, like, there's one right there. Yep, I don't think we can get any more at the current moment. Just that one. So, you said you feel like Halloween is always on weekdays? Same, dude. I don't remember the last time. I mean, I don't really do Halloween much right now. Or recently. Just because I don't dress up. I don't really go to Halloween parties. It's just not like my holiday. I'm not a parent, so it's not like I have a child to go trick-or-treating with or anything. So, I mean, I don't do anything for Halloween right now. I don't remember the last time, though, Halloween was on a weekend. Alright, we barely can't get the Zapper Field. I'm fine getting Thunderation. Let's go ahead and get that. Man, that's so unfortunate, though, for everyone who's going to go trick-or-treating and everything, that it's on a Monday. That sucks. Alright, Camo. Can you get anything? Actually, he can. Sunblast does increase damage. Sunblasts already do a good amount of damage. Well, now they do more. The Pokemon Company made mini card packs for Halloween? Really? Oh, that's such a good idea. That's such a good idea, actually. Did Spyro get any more money? I don't remember. Nope. Okay. Boomer can. That's such a good idea. And that'd make a lot of kids happy too, actually. Alright, Dynamite does increase damage. Hold A to delay the explosion. Smash does increase damage and knocks enemies back further. This would be great, but right now we use a lot of Dynamite. Alright, nice. Alright, guys. Well, that's going to end this episode. Like I mentioned, we will be starting off next episode with an adventure pack, and then we will be heading off into the water levels. But that is going to be it. Make sure to check out our streams on twitch.tv/twilight. Just hit that subscribe button, all the good stuff that I probably won't mention too much anymore because every YouTuber says that and it's stereotypical. But hey, do it. It's cool, man. Try it. It's free. It takes 1 second. It'd be kind of cool. That's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.